Karen brought fake authority. Grandpa brought a 2,000-pound bull. Ever wonder what happens when petty power trips crash into old-school defiance? Picture this: a quiet evening in rural Oak Ridge, shattered by the screech of an HOA patrol car's tires. Karen Mitchell, the self-appointed queen of the neighborhood association, had her sights set on Grandpa Ellis's 10-acre farm. For months, she'd been itching to nail him for violations. A rusty tractor here, a hay bale there. This time, she'd gone nuclear, claiming his barn might be hiding unapproved structures. Armed with 2 rental cops and a flimsy search warrant, Karen demanded access to his property. But Grandpa, he wasn't having it. Karen's crusade wasn't about rules, it was personal. Ellis had been a thorn in her side since he called her out at a town meeting for trying to find a widow for her wildflower garden. The HOA, led by Karen's iron grip, had morphed into a mini dictatorship, slopping fines on anyone who didn't bow to her vision of suburban perfection. Ellis's farm, with its weathered charm and free-roaming livestock, was an eyesore to her cookie-cutter dreams. She'd rallied her board, twisted a vague bylaw, and convinced the HOA's hired security to back her play. The warrant was a photocopied form, barely legal, but Karen banked on intimidation to win. The truth? Ellis's barn held nothing but hay, tools, and his prize Angus bull, Brutus. The 2,000-pound beast was a local legend, gentle with Ellis, but fiercely protective of his turf. When Karen and her goons rolled up, flashlights blazing, demanding to inspect the barn, Ellis leaned against his porch rail and warned them, "Y'all sure about this? Brutus don't take kindly to strangers." Karen scoffed, accusing him of hiding something illegal. She waved her paper like a royal decree, ordering the cops to push past the gate. That's when Ellis whistled a low, sharp note that echoed across the field. What happened next was pure chaos. Brutus barreled out of the barn like a freight train, head lowered, hooves thundering. The cops froze, then bolted, one tripping over a hose and landing face first in the mud. Karen shrieked, her clipboard flying as she sprinted for the patrol car, heels sinking into the dirt. Brutus didn't chase them far, just enough to splinter the fence and send a clear message. Ellis watched, calm as ever, while his neighbor, Mrs. Clara, peeked over the hedge, stifling a laugh. Clara, a retired vet, had her own beef with Karen after the HOA tried to ban her rescue chickens. She tipped Ellis off about Karen's plan earlier that day, giving him just enough time to let Brutus handle the welcome party. The showdown didn't end there. Karen, humiliated but unbowed, called the sheriff, claiming Ellis had weaponized his bull. Sheriff Dawson, a lifelong Oak Ridge resident, showed up, took one look at the broken fence, and sighed. He'd known Ellis for decades and had no love for the HOA's antics. After hearing both sides and Clara's eyewitness account, told Karen her warrant was thinner than tissue paper, and her trespassing had provoked the bull. He issued her a warning for misuse of authority and sent her packing. The cops, still shaken, quit the HOA gig the next day, tired of Karen's power trips. Karen's empire unraveled. Fast, word of the bull incident spread like wildfire thanks to Clara's post on the town's X page, complete with a blurry video of Karen's undignified sprint. Neighbors fed up with the HOA's overreach flooded meetings to demand reform. Karen's fines were overturned, her bylaws rewritten, and she resigned in a huff, blaming ungrateful residents. Ellis's farm untouched. Brutus got extra oats that week, and Clara baked Ellis her famous peach pie as thanks for the show. This wasn't just about a bull or a barnet. It was about standing up to bullies who hide behind clipboards and fake authority. Ellis, with Brutus as his backup, reminded Oak Ridge that community means protecting each other, not policing each other. So what do you think? Was Ellis right to let Brutus settle the score? Or should he have played by Karen's rules? Share your take. Where's the line between defiance and justice? Brutus didn't just defend a barn. He defended a way of life. In a world overrun by petty rules and fake authority, sometimes justice isn't in a courtroom. It's in the stomp of hooves and the strength to stand your ground. So tell me, when power goes too far, do you follow their rules or unleash your Brutus?